What is going on, everybody? It is your EWE General Manager, Lucas, back again with another video. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I just got over the flu, so apologize for my voice. But today we're going to be taking a look at Piper's Pit. This is a 3-pack from Target. Really excited about this pack. If you guys saw the vlog, you guys know that this was a complete shock and surprise to me that I got this. Had no idea, literally no idea that I was getting it. It was crazy. So, yeah, and funny enough, I recently watched Kyle Peterson's review of this and was very interested in it, and I really like it. There are a couple things, like I noticed that he said that will probably bug me, but we're going to get into that in just a little bit. But yeah, and after that video, I kind of came up with a Top 5 Friday that I'll probably be posting maybe soon, of 5 3-pack interview sets that we could get, and how I would book those. So that would be a little bit longer of a video, just so you know, but that's gonna probably be coming very soon. But yeah, Piper's Pit. Let's take a look at this box. I don't really generally look at the boxes too much, but this one is very well decorated. I was gonna keep it. I don't really keep the boxes. It's just not my thing. Takes up too much room. I don't have a lot of room in my office or studio, so yeah. But front of the box, we got the nice cutout. I like that it's a different cutout. It's unique. The top of the box, we got Roddy Piper's logo with Piper's Pit. I might cut this off. I could find it online, honestly. Sides of the box, as we know, have our typical, Elite, WWE, and then you got Bob Orton, Paul Orndorff, and Roddy Piper himself. And then the other side just says Elite Collection. Back of the box, we've got Piper's Pit with a little collage, if you will, of different, moments from Piper's Pit. But I do think it's really cool that they did include, at least with Bob here, him wearing that Saturday Night's Main Event shirt. So that's kind of dope. And then you got Roddy Piper right there in the middle. In 1984, the WWE Universe was introduced to an interview segment that would become a mainstay throughout the golden era of WWE, Piper's Pit. From the first episode where Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff officially challenged Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship, the bombastic host, Rowdy Roddy Piper, flanked by his personal bodyguard, Cowboy Bob Orton, showed why Piper's Pit became the most popular interview segment in WWE history. Pretty cool. And we got the Roddy Piper logo down here, which I think that's like showing that he kind of, or his family, I'm guessing. I don't know. WWE Elite Collection, empowering generations through play. Bottom of the box is our legal stuff. So, let's open it. I haven't been doing this recently, but I do want to take a look at the plastic prison before we get them out of here. And we'll kind of take out what we can before we take out the figures and set it all up. But these chairs are really cool. I like that. I thought that they folded up when I first saw, but they don't. But they do break apart. No, they don't. They don't break apart. Don't listen to me. But the chairs are really cool. I like the chairs. It's a different, we've never seen chairs like this. So that's pretty unique. I really like that. We've got the table in here, which is like stuck in there. Got the hands. Got the pink cowboy hat from when Bob Orton was with, I'm going to insert the name here. I forgot. So, yeah. Also, what's really unique, and I wish they wouldn't have done this like they did, but, because this would have been nice to keep, like this background, but this is actually, like, pieces, so that's really dope. That you can, I don't have any scissors, but I do. I wish they wouldn't have put this back here like they did, because that would have been a really cool thing to keep. But look at this, guys. I want to take a look at this. This is so cool. This is the Piper's Pit segment thing that folds up, which I think is cool. You could kind of do your own little thing with it. I'm going to put it together a little bit differently because I don't like how it is, pretty much. So, but you got the nice... These are not stickers either. Well, they are, but you can't really tell. That's really cool. So, let me see something here. Alright, guys, so there we have it. There it is, the Piper's Pit set. This is actually, like, one of the dopest sets that I've ever seen as far as, like, 3-packs come. I like that they included the background here. That is really cool. The table and chairs, which one thing I noticed Kyle Peterson mentioned was his table was loose. If you just like press that in there, kind of at an angle, it will stick. So that's pretty cool. And it is 3D, like, you know, obviously. But it's a really cool table. I do wish sometimes though that they could give us the actual WWF logo. I think that would make things just a little bit cooler, like especially like on the microphone and stuff like that. But it is what it is, you know. So in just a second, we're gonna take a look at each of these figures individually, but overall, this is what the set looks like. I really like it. It's unique. I'm very curious to see, you know, what else we're gonna get with like these chair molds. These chair molds are like so like 80s uniqueness. I don't foresee them ever using them again, but I don't know. This table, I don't know where we would see that again. And then these background panels, which do come apart. You can kind of choose your own adventure. I just did like every other because I think that looks better. I mean, obviously you could do it any way that you wanted, but I mean, you can put those in any order you want. I like the every other, although I might put the other images on the end. I don't know. Just depends. It might change up every time I use it. I have no clue at this moment right now. But it's a unique thing. It's very unique, you know, setup that you can use. And I have it a little more like rounded. Let's pause and we'll take a look at everything separately right now. Okay, so this thing, like I said, it can go flat, but it doesn't stand up. But you can kind of put it like that if you wanted it. I like it showing every other panel. I think that's cool, like that. I mean, look at, if you zoom this in, you're in the Piper's Pit right here, brothers. I don't think everything would fit. It would look, you'd have to put everyone like, okay. You'd have to put everyone, you know. Anyway, but yeah, and then like these panels just like detach like super easily. They just come apart like that. And you can, even like if you wanted to, you could connect them together like that and make a circle. But you know, it's just, it's really choose what you want to do with it. And I love that. You know, if we did any other interview sets, this thing would come in handy because you could literally just repackage these, remold them in a different color. For Jake the Snake Roberts, you make them a stone pattern, you know? Undertaker, or Paul Bearer, you do, you know, the headstone, like the RIPs and stuff like that. There's a lot you could do. There is a lot you could do. I am for sure on that. This is what the back of them look like. So they're just one color, which is kind of unique. So you could kind of use this too. It literally looks like a locker room. It's crazy. I want to see real quick though what year these were done in. I think, yeah, these are brand new because these are from 2025. So they're not super old. By any stretch of the imagination. The chairs, like I said, they are just chairs, you know. They're 80s, classic 80s chairs. I really think they're really unique. I don't know how the Piper's Pit had them, so I'm just going to lean them up against this wall right here, or each wall, and there we go. And then, like I said, this table, this pops off, so you could, like, funny enough, like, you know, you could use this as something, you know, just like this, like as a piece like that for something. I don't know. And then you got the tabletop here, which does have some nice texturing to it. I think it's really cool. And it's actually the same color as the Ultimate Edition steps, by the way, in case you were wondering. So, and like I said, it does pop in here, and it does, like, it does click in. It just takes a little bit of kind of forcing. But that's really cool. You have that as well. Let's take a look at Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff here. So, comes with the WrestleMania shirt. Head scan, It looks like him from the package. Obviously, I don't know. I wasn't alive during this, but it's still really cool. I like his boots. I like the red and the white boots here. Got this nice red stripe down the back. Red heel. I wish that was red, but what can you do? Like, it hides when you do that. So, you know. Oh, I guess it is. Oh, look at that. It is red. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Moving forward. And then, got the white knee pads, which I've never seen. I think I've seen white knee pads in a long time. Got the nice WrestleMania shirt. Velcro. Really like that. It's really nice that they give us these shirts that, you can really do whatever you want with them. You know, you could put this on anybody else, you know. So, that's really cool. Then, Mr. Number Wonderful on the back of the tights here in the white and the red, which is really nice looking. Articulation seems to be pretty good so far. Haven't had any issues, you know, posing it around. I'm going to put it in a seating pose. I think that's fun. That's a fun little pose. Let's look at Let's look at Bob Orton, Cowboy Bob Orton, with his hat. He comes with, like, it's like they all come with, like, a varying degree of accessories. And he does, by the way, he does come with, Mr. Wonderful does come with C-grip hands, by the way. Didn't know if I mentioned that, but he does. Bob Orton comes with a little more, couple more accessories. You've got fisted hands, and then you've got the cast, which is removable. I'm not going to remove it right now, but it is removable. You got this hat right here. Then you've got the pink cowboy hat. It's just ridiculously large, but still looking pretty good. Got the Saturday Night's Main Event tee again. Same thing with the tee. You know, get it, or you can use it for multiple people. This whole outfit you could use with somebody else. Like, if you want to put Mr. Wonderful's head on there, you know, you could do that. Like I said, the cast comes off, so you could put the cast on, you know, another person, which would be really cool and funny to do. And then, yeah, I mean, because it's just jeans. Like, there's no mark saying that this is Bob Orton. That's a really cool feature. The belt is painted. That's really cool. So, yeah, that's a really cool figure. I like that, too. Get him seated as well. And now, let's move on to the main attraction. Rowdy Roddy Piper, right here, guys. Now, this is a great figure. I really love this figure. I have a Coliseum collection, which I have yet to open, but I believe this is one of the heads that comes with it. So, you know, I have multiple heads now for Rowdy Roddy Piper if I need them. So, yeah, I really like this. It's really cool. I like the microphone. I like the cloth goods, which he just does have his regular blue gear on under here. I don't think I'm going to take it off. No, it doesn't say anything on it. So, regular blue gear on that he's, you know, I think that's all he ever really wore was blue gear. And then he comes with pointing hands. So, yeah. So, really cool figure. I mean, really cool set overall. I mean, this is like, you know, like an end-all be-all set. I would love and I would hope that, let's put him back here so it kind of blends in, not overshadowing everybody. I would love to see them do another set like this. Like I said, I have a Top 5 Friday episode mapped out in my head, so might get starting to work on that here in a little bit today, or maybe the next when my throat feels a little bit better and I'm not raspy. But overall, great set. I mean, man, I really hope this isn't just a one and done and they do, like, you know, like I said, Snake Pit, Funeral Parlor, something like that. One thing I would have done differently is maybe added a couple more microphones, just because, like, that way you can, I know he interviewed these people, but I think if you would have got, you know, a couple more microphones in there, then that way you have, you know, just for your other people to use them if you wanted them to. So, yeah. But overall, a great set. I love this set. This is getting a 10 out of 10 for me. Literally no complaints except for the option of having more microphones. I would have loved that. But what can you do? You probably have tons of microphones. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.